Hi there, my name is Aderonke Samuel and I am the founder of the Dream Couple Ministry. So you're welcome to today's conversation and I'm glad you're watching this video. So thank you for watching, okay? And today I want to talk about something that doesn't come up often but can actually cause tension in a marriage or in a relationship. And I'm going to pull the topic in form of a question for you, and that is, who should sit in the front seat when a man is driving? I mean, should it be the wife, the mother, or a friend? And when I mention the mother, I'm talking about the husband's mom. If all of them are in the car together, who should sit beside the husband that is driving? And what if the car belongs to the couple, but a mother or a friend is also joining them? So who do you think should take the front seat? I mean, sit beside the husband. And the reason why I'm bringing this topic up is because I've seen situations where some men don't think it's a big deal for their mom or their friend to sit in the front seat with them while their wife is also in the car. And honestly, there are some women who also doesn't see it as a big deal. They don't see it to be anything as meaningful to them. And in fact, I used to be one of them. Yeah, back then I didn't care where I sat in a car. As long as I had a seat, I was fine. But that changed after something happened in my own marriage. And do you want to hear it? Oh, I know. So please adjust your seat well. A few years ago, my mother-in-law came to visit us. And one day, we were all going out together and we just bought a car. And I told her, please come and sit in the front seat so that I could go to the back to go and be with my baby. But guess what? She refused. She said, no, you sit in the front beside your husband. I will stay with the baby at the back. And I'm like, not a big deal. But later that day, I mentioned it to my husband and I told him I didn't think it was a big deal. She should have sat there. I mean, beside you. Nothing. I know she's not your wife. I'm your wife. But then, my husband said something that stayed with me up to now. He said, my mom is not my wife. Please, anytime we are in the car with anyone else and we are in our car, please, I want you to sit right beside me. Because it's a sign of respect. Ooh, when I heard that, I'm like, And that was the first time I really thought about it differently. Because before then, I had never connected respect with where I sat in a car. But after that moment, it became so clear to me that, oh, that's where my seat should be. And from that day on, if I'm in a car, I sit in front, period. It doesn't matter who is going to be in the car with us. My seat is the front seat. So the only exception now is when we are rushing to church. And I'm helping the girls, to adjust some things in their hair or to do something just because I don't want us to be late. That's where I sit at the back now. And guess what? My husband still complains up to now. And the reason why I do that is just because I don't want us to be late to church. But he will be like, whatever you want to do, you guys should do it at home before we leave. I want you to sit beside me. You are my wife. And now, I'm not saying everyone has to feel this way or it works like this for everybody. Because there are some couples who genuinely don't mind. And that's fine for them. If both couples are on the same page on this topic, please, that's fine. But please, if one of the couple, your partner feels uncomfortable and they feel disrespected, I think it's become something that is worth addressing. You need to address it. For example, if your wife feels disrespected when your mom or your friend sits beside you in your own car, why wouldn't you just let her sit beside you? She's your wife. She should feel honored. She deserves to be respected. If that is what brings respect to her, to make her feel respected, I think you should just do it to her. Because not doing so may seem small to you, but it can make her feel sidelined or even feel invisible or unimportant in the marriage. So please, now of course, if that car belongs to your mom or belongs to your wife, and to your friend rather, and the husband is the one driving, that's a different matter entirely. So it all depends on the situation and also the understanding between the couple. So please, let's do the needful. But here is my final thought. Let's learn to honor our partners. Not just in the big things that we think are big, but also in the small things that matters to them. Because guess what? Sometimes what looks little to one person is actually a big deal in the eyes of the other person. So, and you want to You want your partner to feel respected. You want them to feel honor in all these little things that you guys do together. So please, ask your wife now, or ask your husband now what they feel about it. What they feel about who sits in front or who sits beside them in the car, so that you can hear their opinion. Because sometimes they might not say anything about it because they don't know how you will feel. Maybe when they complain about your mom sitting in the front seat with you, or when they complain about your friend sitting in the front seat with you. So they might not know how you will feel about it. Maybe that's why they are not complaining about it. So you might just want to ask them how they feel. And if your wife or your husband think, oh yeah, it's not a big deal, that's fine, and you also think it's not a big deal, yeah, that's okay with both of you, and that's okay. You don't need to address it further. But if not, please try to make adjustment. Try to do something different, okay? So thank you for listening, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have you ever experienced this in your marriage? So let's talk about it in the comment. I will be really eager to read your comment. Thank you, and God bless you. Amen.